can see. Ain't nobody gonna see it, you just gotta let it be. Drop some money on the Honda, gotta get from. What's up, YouTube? It's GBTV here, back with another video. My last video I did on why 25 series is like one of the best MOSs you can join in the military. I got a few comments of people that's about to join. Congrats on the way for those of y'all that got that job. And y'all wondering, oh, what's it like, or what do you do, like a more in-depth video on what you guys do like day to day. Which I'm glad y'all put that comment, because I know when I was in y'all shoes and I was joining, I wanted to know, like, oh dang, like what am I gonna do as a 25 hotel, or what can I expect, you know? And I couldn't really find too much, so that's why I'm gonna make this video, just to show y'all the type of equipment you'll work on, the things that I've done in my career, so that way you guys got an idea. So when y'all get to the schoolhouse, or when y'all get to our unit and y'all see this equipment, y'all got more of a better idea, or it's not like a big shock to y'all. Alright, so this is going to be what a lot of other 25 hotels, those of y'all that seen this, y'all going to be real familiar with this. This is an STT, which is a satellite transportable terminal, or a satellite tactical terminal. So this is one of the first things, or one of the second things that you're going to learn when you go to AIT. This is SATCOM, satellite communications. As you see right here, I'm going to move the mouse over. So this right here, STT, it's transportable, because this right here is like a trailer. You can hook it on to the back of a Humvee or a back of a truck, and you can take it. So wherever your mission's at, if you guys go to the field, or wherever you guys need to go, establish comms, you can set it up anywhere. It pretty much right here, it has like a feed horn, and here's a little dish, and it shoots what's called like radiation or UV rays, and it connects to a satellite. So whatever satellite that you guys got your sat time in, which you'll learn more about when you get to your unit and stuff, but whatever satellite or whatever contracts the Army got, you'll connect to that satellite. You'll make your call to what's called like a RHN, or like a hub. They'll verify all your configurations, verify your information. You'll get connected, and then I'm gonna show you another part where 25 hotels work. But this is an STT. You run the cable into this right here, which is called a JNN, or a joint network node. So you can either be here in the STT when you're dealing with the satellite and dealing with your connection and your signal strength, or you could be here where you're actually doing like the networking, dealing with IPs, configuring, making sure everything's good to go. You could be working in either two of those realms. Here's another like view of the STT, and also the JNN too, because they look pretty similar, you know. So it's in all these little components. All these, like, they work in tandem as far as like make sure everything runs smooth. If one thing's down, you have to perform troubleshooting techniques in order to get everything back running. So yeah, this is behind on the STT, I believe. So I have a lot more experience with this. This is called a CPN stacks, or that's what we called it. I don't know the exact technical term, but in my last unit, we always just called it the stacks. So like I showed you the JNN. My last unit, we didn't have a JNN, we had the stacks. So same thing, you'll have your STT, and once you're connected to the satellite, you'll run that cable and plug it up to the stacks. And these just a bunch of switches, and same situation, you would hook up your laptops. You'll have your top secret, your SIPR, your classified. You'll have your colorless, where you actually do all your configurations, and then you have your NIPR, which is like your unclassified, your general use, where people can just get on to do, you know, normal stuff. So you will do that on the stacks. Here's some more SATCOM equipment that you could work on. Me, as a hotel, I did mainly SATCOM, but as a 25 hotel, the MOS is so broad when it comes to satellite communication, line of sight, or like networking. You could be doing either. So I'm kind of showing you all the stuff that I've either seen or worked on. But I've definitely had a lot of experience with this too. This is the T2C2, but we also, like the nickname, we also call it the Gator Ball. And it blows up. You see, it's a big ball. You see these small little wires, these strings. You tie them down. We either put like sandbags, or any kind of weight to hold it down, and it blows up. And this right here is it's like a small little dish, and it works the same way as the SCT, except we have to manually set it to get the best signal strength. You have to we have to constantly move it a little bit with the ball. It would be you and another person, or 3 people. You guys are moving this ball, trying to get the best signal strength. And you have a computer, connected to it, so you can actually see, see what you're doing, see the signal strength, you see the graph chart to see like what you got. Here's some more pictures on what the T2C2 looks like. Hey, it's crazy. This is back in Alaska too. I was probably here during this. And a lot of this equipment, it can be operated in like the coldest of temperatures. Like this is in Alaska. I'm pretty sure right now it's like -10 degrees. So, but yeah, that's the gator ball. I couldn't find too much on the heat close, but I'll do the next best thing because the heat close, they're kind of getting phased out. We had turned ours in my last unit, and I haven't really seen them since. But I don't know if they may still teach this in AIT. But the Trilos is what pretty much signal units is kind of replacing them with. But they do the same thing. It's just this has more capability. Your Trilos and your heat close, your CRGs, pretty much these pieces of equipment are line of sight. So you use these to like make our signal stronger and to like increase how far we have that signal. So say we have our internet set up, we have our SCT, our JNN, our stacks, whatever we have. We establish our connection, everybody has internet, we're able to talk, things like that. So depending on like how far like your allies are or how far you guys are, wherever your sites are, you'll put like a Trilos here. So that helps like amplifies and bridges our signal. So that way we have communications and capabilities a lot further out. So this pole goes like 30-some feet in the air, like really high. I'm going to show you how high this goes up. This is the base level right now. You got your little horn right here, all your cables and everything like that. And it's not showing in this picture. It's not showing in this picture, but there's also a computer, and you got your radios and stuff. I'm gonna show you how high this goes in the air. You need multiple people to do this. Look at this. So that's the same thing I just showed y'all. Look how high this is in the air. Way down here. See? That's crazy. You need, I think 2 to 3 people. And you probably can, let me see if I can zoom in some more. It's real faint, but you see these are guy wires. You have to strap these down because depending on how windy or the weather, the Trilos, it can sway. So, but that's another thing you could be working on. That's the thing about Signal. It's so much like you'll learn. Like all the equipment, for the most part, like all SATCOM equipment, all line of sight equipment, like all networking equipment, they all work. They do the same thing. They just may have more or less capability. So you'll pick after you work on it for a little bit. You'll pick up and you'll be able to work on all of them eventually. But it's so much though that you have to always adapt and learn the new system because the Army is always looking for the best technology to accomplish the mission. So, and lastly, we're going to talk about the SNNs. Depending on the unit you go to, for the most part, as a 25 hotel, you can go anywhere, but for the most part, you're going to be at some point in your career, you'll be at an ESB, which is called an Expeditionary Signal Battalion, which is strictly a signal unit, all 25 hotels and maybe some 25 Sierras, but you'll all be the same job, and you mainly there just do signal, get real proficient with your job on your team. But in the ESB, they're all moving towards these right here, SNNs. So you'll still, like, you're going to learn your traditional, like your STTs and your Triloses and things like that, but they're all moving towards this right here. They're a lot smaller, as you see, compared to the STT. They're a lot smaller. You see these cases in the background? Like, if I remember correctly, these SNNs, they fit in like 3 cases, 2 to 3 cases. So it's a lot more portable. You can literally pack them up in a small Humvee, get to where you need to go, set up, and set your systems up. But this is how it is. It's easy to put together. It's a lot smaller, and this, because on the SCT, it had like an automatic feature where you put in your configuration for the satellite and you hit jog or like for it to search, and it can find the satellite, but it didn't really work as well on the SCT. But these right here, it'll automatically find it and then it'll just connect itself. Like, it's crazy how far technology has gone. But yeah, these are real cool to work on. It's real nice. I can't find any more in-depth pictures, but this right here is the colorless laptop. And what you'll do is, after you're connected to the satellite and you're good to go, you'll take that laptop and you also take the you'll take an Ethernet cable and you'll plug it into your switch, and then you'll have two more computers, and then you'll have like all your switches and routers, and then that's where either you or your networking guy, which is also a 25 hotel, you'll learn all the skills. So you'll be real well rounded, and that's where you'll like after that you'll set your users, you'll make sure you can pull pages, and you'll go through all your steps as far as doing your maintenance when it comes to that side of things. Showing you guys what to expect. I showed y'all like some of the systems you'll work on. Feel free to look them up and figure out what you can figure out before you guys go, or even if you think about reclassing 25 hotel, these are some of the things you could work on. It's real nice. Nice job to have. It's pretty cool, and it's really nice when you're in the field because it's like nobody will be able to get on the internet or talk if it's not for you guys. So, and also in the signal field, it's so much more to learn and so much things that I haven't even brought up yet, just because it's so broad, and depending on the unit you go to, you could be doing so many different things. But these are just some of the equipment that I've worked on, and yeah, just giving my experience. But if you guys ain't got any more questions, anything you guys want to know, feel free to let me know in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel. We're gonna roll to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. GB!